Hey people, Infantry here, 3v3, Faction War. This is Estia Province and Space Marines versus the Imperial Guard. Blue Space Marine team, Haidran, is a Techmarine, starts off ranged combat, can also support the structures and repair, even get into some melee. We got Ultramarines over here. Maybe the DLC? I can never tell until the tacticals come out. Alongside is Jamona, with an Apothecary, support hero that fights in melee combat. By default begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. We got the Macho Man Marines. Rounding off this blue team then, Cursecrab is a force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Red Guard, Dark Ace is a Lord General, fights in ranged combat, begins with a retinue of stormtroopers, gonna add to these guys throughout the game, very good defense and support. This is the Armageddon Steel Legion recolored, I think. Alongside, DanielGrushin is an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee combat but can get specialized ranged weapons. And rounding off the teams, the White Power Ranger is a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fights in melee combat, begins with a refractor shield. Not sure what the White Power Ranger was up to, maybe it shot the other Power Rangers in the head. This is the Death Core of Krieg DLC. Lord Commissar needs to flee. Force commander in amongst some guardsmen. Bad news for those fellas. Inquisitor just kind of hanging out, looking for heresy. Found some. West side. Techmarine's gone down to las gunfire. Really? What was he doing? And it is the DLC, because we've got fancy white helmets and stuff. Sentinel on the field for Grushin, the only Imperial Guard player to get one up this early. Guardsmen there go for the garrison. Force commander is going to eat a stomp. Tacticals got away from it though, and more las gunfire coming in. There's a stun from the stomp. I think it's 3 or 4 seconds or something like that. Space Marines flee, and the guard can maybe push up this east side against the natural power there. Meanwhile, west got some support from Jamona, can come and revive the embarrassed Techmarine who died to las gunfire. The Lord General coming back out into the field. We've got some spotters on the way. But at the moment, it's just get all the las guns we can, fellas, and shoot them. Scouts run away. Apothecary goes for the revive. Looks like he's going to get it safely. Attacks there, closing in for melee as you'd expect against Imperial Guard. They will pile into the bunker over there. Are you going to get a flamer? Oh, we do see a flamer on the way for Haidran. Wants some revenge. And that's going to be horrific for those guardsmen when that flamer comes online. If it does, before they get out of the bunker. There's still one in there. Going into melee combat, doing their thing. Now they can use the flamer to bash power, perhaps. Oh, he cancelled it because they got out of the bunker. Keep that flamer. Pretty damn good against Imperial Guard, I think, early on. Here comes the Inquisitor now with a little bit of a flank. Artillery spotters pointing at things, and it blows up. Stomp was pretty good. Inquisitor now getting in. There's the Hammer of the Witches on the Apothecary. Almost takes him out, but he does get away. The spotter smoke shell now, which messes up your weapon and sight range. Devastators need to shoot at the Inquisitor. There we go. Get her out of there. Here come more guardsmen though. This is the White Power Ranger all the way from the east side with some flamers going for power over here. Which means this side is open for taking for Cursecrab. 391 to 500 very early on. A 2-to-1 cap has kept up for the guard. Devastator is now in melee combat with some guardsmen. And here comes the Lord Commissar, who has found a power sword, which is chopping through those devs, as you can see. Jamona with double Devastators. Can these guys set up though? Don't think they can. Guardsmen just pouring through. Some more Devastators now for Haidran. Cursecrab does have Assault Marines, is cleaning up the eastern side. Does have some guardsmen to deal with now. The Inquisitor has the Holy Brazier, a power melee weapon that also grants Holy Fire. And there's her Rosarius. Uses it to get in there. Tying up some tactical marines. Might get a model. They're pretty low. Smack. There we go. Got one. Here come the Assault Marines now. Catechins over here from DanielGrushin now. Jump. And then going to meet some power melee. Can they get the Inquisitor down though? There's the Catechins all reliable. They should be closing for melee combat. These guys have power melee weapons. Power melee everywhere now. Catechins, Lord Commissar, and the Inquisitor. And hey, a stomp as they run away. Can they get through onto this power now? Did Cursecrab bash at all? I don't know if they did. I don't know if they did. Some really good rotational play from the Guardsmen. Hitting both sides. Switching positions quite fluidly. Now they're bashing this node with Devastators at point blank range. And they're going to try and decapitate Tactical Marines with a 50% faster capping trait. Cursecrab now going for some devs with a 1-1-1 build. Haidran has tons of requisition. I guess there's not really any power for him to build. Most likely go tier 2 with that. These guards are in a bad place. Lord Commissar trying to disrupt and tie things up the best they can. Down goes the Sentinel. Not sure what it was going for there. But it got too close to Devastators. Here comes a whole gaggle of guardsmen though. And spotters in there too that can disrupt and mess with things. You see their smoke shell. Mastercrafted bolter for the Techmarine. That high powered shot. Helpful for sniping and slowing down the heroes. Apothecary is down. Techmarine doesn't seem to be going in that direction to go for a revive. Look at this. Inquisitor getting into melee. Some guardsmen in retreat path meleeing those Devastators. Are we going to see a grenade on the Catechins? The Catechins do have a tendency to blob up a lot. And they get as close as they can to each other. Which is bad for grenades. Well, good for grenades. Bad for them in terms of grenades. 382 to 446 on the VPs. Space Marines starting to stabilize a bit on the western side. They fought off that push, which was a pretty big one. All those Devastators paying off. Apothecary back to his feet. And the Lord General went down over there. They are able to defend their power. I think you should have got a bit harder after that. It's only one army here, and Jamona could help out. Don't think they have any flamers though. Don't think so. Tier 2 all around. In fact, Dark Ace already has a Chimera support vehicle for the Imperial Guard. That's it to reinforce and transport infantry. And they don't really have an answer to it right now, aside from the odd, advanced targeting Devastators. Scouts being all sneaky-like, but now being spotted by the Catechins. I assume the Inquisitor's trying to get a revive going. There's the all reliable, but there's more Devastators there, and more coming in from Haidran. Looks like the Inquisitor gets the revive though. Nicely done, almost leveled. Chimera here to break things up. Spotters also doing some disruption. Can the Space Marines hold here with the Chimera in their back lines? Don't want to be drawn into focusing your fire on it, that's right. Shoot the guardsmen now, they all have plasma guns, they're dangerous. Try and tie them up where you can, there we go. Tactical Marines getting in there, Apothecary getting in there. Apothecary taking tons of damage though, he might go down as he retreats. Although they do get a little burst of suppression, which might have saved him there, I think. Chimera sort of shot at him. There's the Held Fury Strike, which did get a little buff in 292 for the Inquisitor. A little bit more damage on its initial drop, I think. 382 to 377 on the VPs. The Space Marines cannot hold against the Chimera and Plasma Gun combo. Need to come out with some AV, obviously. Haidran getting some Plasma Devs, which cost power these days. It's quite a big deal in a team game, actually, because a lot of... Oh, it's just cancelled it. A lot of Space Marine players would get the 400 Rec Plasma Cannon up, upgrade their squads, and kind of cruise into Tier 3. But now you've got a little power cost. Makes you think twice about getting Plasma Devs out. Dreadnought on the way. Haidran is being indecisive. We have a Manticore for DanielGrushin. And Ogrins for the White Power Ranger. Lord Commissar's down. There's a Manticore strike. Over there. Trying to hit these bashing Tactical Marines who do have a Flamer. Looks like they don't want to steal. They just want to destroy. 2-to-1 cap now for the Guard. You've got Devs and Scouts and a Techmarine over there. Look at this. Contested power built up by Jamona. Gonna lose one of those generators. Apothecary is now sprinting around with the customized Stormbolter, armor of the Apothecarian, and improved medical equipment. He is ready to sit back and heal the crap out of stuff. Need to focus that guy down. 363 to 364. 1-to-1 cap. Techmarine, are you going to shoot? There we go. Scouts going for the cap. Looks like the guard aren't too bothered about that VP right now, which is fair enough. Heal goes off on the Stone Guard veterans. Catechins coming into melee, are they? Nope. Just got really close for a shotgun blast. Las Cannon trying to shoot some infantry. It's not working out. Catechins getting in, though, on the Devastators. Ogren's not moving. Here comes a Dreadnought from Cursecrab. In its default melee state, Ogren's, despite their heavy melee damage, won't really want to fight that thing. Another all reliable. Catechins have done really well for White Power Ranger. DanielGrushin also has some back at base. West side, Dark Ace is decapping. We do have Stone Guard veterans with their Vengeance rounds loaded in, going in on the Chimera. These guys can swap their ammo type to combat all targets. Vengeance rounds good versus vehicles and super heavy infantry like Terminators and the like. And those Ogrins, actually. Those guys are super heavy infantry. Okay, plasma guns piling out. They just wanted to get the other side of the Devastators. But the Devastators have refocused. And I think they're going to deal with this Chimera right here, right now. Oh, maybe not. Look at that repair rate. That is some serious repair rate, but the Vengeance rounds then kick in and they get it done. The creeping Basilisk barrage didn't quite come in time to save it. So they got a Chimera down. It's alright. Tier 3 now for Haidran. Just got Stone Guard up and that was it. Goes for a quick tier 3. Artificer armor's up, so is the refractor field. Dreadnought getting some global repairs, it seems, from Haidran. Not sure, was it in trouble at some point? Catechins doing their disruptive thing. Tactical Marines don't want to mess with it. They're level 3, but they flee. Heavy Weapons Squad just with their default heavy bolter here. Trying to suppress some Tactical Marines and Stern Guard, I guess. There's the advanced healing going on. Trying to get those guys back up to full. Dreadnought, is it going to make a run at the Manticore? These guys switching to their Vengeance rounds. Oh, last cannon shot gets in. Dreadnought might want to turn around. There we go. Lord Commissar going after it with his power sword. That's not going to do a whole lot. Grenade hits some guys. He was expecting them to try and retreat, I think. Uh-oh. Manticore getting shots on the Dreadnought. Down it goes. A last cannon shot got in there too. 349, 339. Walker vehicles, trying to keep them alive in a 3v3 is tough. You just get sucked into situations like that. Gotta be so careful. It's like you don't want to move them more than halfway through the map, it seems. If you want them to live. Force Commander goes down. 344 to 339, especially melee walkers. Here comes some mines and stuff. Tier 3 for all the Space Marine players. Dark Ace is also there, looking to drop a Lehman Russ perhaps. Look at the amount of requisition Haidran has. Mines are being spotted, are they? By the spotter shell over there. Devastators are now set up. Couldn't quite get shots off here. I guess I don't have vision. Seemed like they were inside the firing arc for a second. Manticore moving towards the west, which means rockets on top of Devastator's heads, maybe. Decapped VP over there, 344 to 339. Meanwhile, the Imperial Guard have pushed up the eastern side. We got some Ogrins with their bonehead leader. And they will tear apart Marines if they can get on them, but they don't have a way to break this suppression by themselves. Decent grenade went in. There's a good jump too. Going after the Catechins. They're pretty low. Couldn't quite finish them off. Ogrins also escape. Decent little push there. Looks like they got at least one generator. And it's repurchased by Cursecrab. Haidran now gets some plasma devs. Lots of red for Cursecrab. They have more than enough for Terminators. In fact, there we go. Here come some Terminators. And it's the Assault Terminators. These guys are unique to the Force Commander. Your melee variant with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields by default. Heavy melee damage. You'll most likely see them stick with this rather than go Lightning Claws. It would tear through the Ogrins, but fighting vehicles and stuff, you want those Thunderhammers. Also makes them insanely tough. 5,400 hit points, as you can see. 328 to 339. Can the Guardsmen deal with this? They do have a large amount of plasma guns, potentially. Yeah, they have like 6 Guardsmen squads with plasma guns. It's a lot of plasma. It's like 18 plasma guns on the field, I think, from the Guardsmen. Got a Predator tank from Haidran. Leman Russ is here from Dark Ace, going for the Vanquisher. Good versus large targets, and generally just a good choice, I think. Long range, high fire rate. Executioner seems like a much more specialized upgrade. Las Cannon's getting shots in. Jamona needs to bring it back though, because that's a smoke shell. Throws out the heal, does the Apothecary, level 4. In 292, his heal gets better every level rather than every other level. More pressure on the east side from the Imperial Guard, and here are the Ogrins. Don't think they can stop them. Shotgun scouts don't have energy to shotgun stuff. And Tactical Marines get torn up. A lot. Deceptively quick, the Ogrins, especially in their melee charge. Look at them go. Just joyously firing those Ripper guns as they run at you. And they have decent piercing DPS, those guns, I think. Now they've found some Assault Marines. Do they want to fight them? There's a Merciless, which helps. But otherwise, yeah, plasma guns behind you. You need to back away. Space Marines have the western side all kicking off over here. Techmarine's going to die if he's not careful. Super dies, was not careful. Leman Russ got a shot in there, I think. Looks like the Guardsmen are going to take this side. Looks like we're going to see that. Do we have a... Yes. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Jamona. 317 to 287 on the VPs. Is this the same Manticore? I think it is. There's that Vision Spotter shell. 1-to-1 cap here. Are you capping? Yes, you are. Got them all the way off the field. Can they even bash power here? I don't think you should take the Leman Russ to do it. We have the Commissar retinue member, who is a decent combatant and also gives you a fancy big old shield to use. Cursecrab's Assault Terminators have come all the way back to the eastern side. Another Leman Russ on the way, this time for White Power Ranger. The Land Raider hits the field, basically like a mobile base for the Space Marines. Allows it to reinforce in the field, has some powerful close range weaponry too. It's going straight to the western contested VP to help support the Marines over there. Gives you such insane sustainability in a team game. Your entire team can choose to retreat back to it. Apothecary quietly just shooting at the node. Look at this, Cursecrab going on the natural VP. The first time I've noticed a player going after the naturals here. Vanguard veterans jumping in. First company Assault Marines with power melee weapons. Although they give up their access to a melter bomb. Here come the Ogrins. They've got onto the Tactical Marines again. Manticore Strike hits them though. Vanguard veterans barely able to jump away. Now can the Assault Terminators get out of here? Uh-oh. Stunned by the Purgatus. Worst enemy of Terminators is a stun. They cannot retreat out of them and just leaves them a sitting duck. The Inquisitor especially is a fantastic hero for dealing with enemy Terminators. Has her Hammer of the Witches, has Purgatus, can also get Assail, can get Crippling Volley. So much stuff she can do to control Terminators. It's like her and the Sorcerer are fantastic Terminator fighters. Got 2 Predator tanks on the western side now. Space Marines are taking it back. Land Raider hanging out kind of in the mid. Don't spot anything else on the way. Bunch of plasma guns. They're going to need some AV. They have the Leman Russes, of course, with Vanquishers. Not much else. Maybe the Ogryns can get their hands on something. Misfiring plasma cannon. Yeah, I don't think you want to have your Land Raider this far up. Because Leman Russes are painful. Very painful. I guess they lost one, right? Because this one's new. And this one's an Executioner. So yeah, they must have lost a Leman Russ when I wasn't paying attention. Because of course they did. Look at this now. How do you push through this? Might need to go mid a bit, split them, and then use Manticores to push it maybe. Oh, the Lord Commissar went down super far back. Good luck getting revived over there, buddy. He's not even twitching. Not even twitching. There's that Purgatus. A little burst of damage at the end, and you can use that to cancel the ability at the right time and get that damage where you want it. Otherwise it's a big old stun, which is not bad. Everything retreats back to the Land Raider to fight another day. Here comes Missile Launcher Techmarine, level 4, getting a shot in. Level 1 Demon Russes, I think, all around, yes. Kind of poking and prodding, looking for a way in. Here comes a flood of guardsmen. All buffed up now by fight on my target and incoming. So good little push from Dark Ace. Can his allies help out? Looks like they can't get closer right now. Stayed in as long as they could. Didn't really have any support there. Lots of repairs going in. 253 to 211. Apothecary is level 5 now, okay. What else we got? Level 4 Techmarine. Force Commander's level 5 and down. Looks like he's got his Power Fist. Might want that guy back up to hunt these tanks. Sneaky Catechins, putting an improvised explosive down. There we go. They're improvised. Why don't they just bring some explosives instead of having to improvise things? Looks pretty good. It's sparkling. Just bring a bomb, fellas. Scout's getting a sneaky decap. Look at this. Well done. And there's some advanced healing as well. Sneaky, sneaky scouts. Ogryns have decapped this and forgotten how to do things. Come on, fellas, you can work it out. Their Bone Eater's down, so intelligence drops. Level 5 Techmarine. Are you going to push again by yourself, Mr. Dark Ace? He's going to have a shot at some stuff. Manticore Strike just makes them retreat back to the Land Raider. Are you pushing mid now? Is that what's happening? White Power Ranger trying to get in behind stuff, maybe? There's that Executioner. So devastating at close range against infantry. Purgatus. They need to get close enough to spot that Land Raider so they can dump some Manticore shots on it, because Manticores are great for hitting Land Raiders. Jamona retreats out. We've got a las cannon now trying to set up. Uh-oh. Has to retreat. This is a big old push by the guard. Very big push. Vanguard veteran trying to get in there now. Rocket run. Killed something. I think those Devastators it took out. Looks like Hammer of the Witches on the Force Commander, but he's still going. Assault Terminator is also there. Counter push by the Space Marines. There's still a lot of plasma guns, and they are decapping the VP. Manticore Strike on the Land Raider. There it is. Does so much damage to Land Raiders, but it's going to go down. Yep, Force Commander was shot to death, but Assault Terminator is still going. Did they use their teleport? I'm not sure if I saw it. Well, they're not teleporting, so it must have been used. Uh-oh. Purgatus. They're going to take so much damage here. Are they going to get away? Plasma gun shooting at them. 3 Leman Russes shooting at them, including an Executioner. Are you going to shoot, buddy? What's going on? There we go. They might get them down, and they do get them down. Don't think that was worth it. It was not worth it. Force Commander dropped. Assault Terminators down for a Manticore. Has plenty of red for more. Needs some requisition though, does Cursecrab. We got a Whirlwind on the way for Haidran. That was a good push by the Imperial Guard. Baneblade on the field now for Dark Ace. Some scouts for Haidran to help repair things. Meanwhile, towards the mid, this is a bad situation for Jamona. Not sure why they are not retreating back to the Land Raider right now. They are retreating back to base. That's another rocket run. Angels of Death came in just in time from Jamona to stop knockback and give some damage resist. But yeah, his army's like abandoned in the Land Raider right now. Here come the guard. Can you please, says Jamona. I'll get you on some las cannons. Haidran is trying to get some more. Whirlwind's going to shoot the Hunter Killer Missile. There it goes. This Inquisitor has been amazing so far. Has her Servo Skull. Or Spec Scan. She can use that to spot for Manticores and things. 220 to 94. 2-1 cap for the Imperial Guard. Looks like they're going to lose a Leman Russ. There we go. The Land Raider survives but needs heavy repairs. Needs a lot of repairs. I mean, Las Cannon Predator's hurt, as we've seen. Here's some Las Cannon Devs for Jamona. Haidran also has some Devastators now. They're not moving, though. Another Leman Russ for Grushin. Can they crack all these Leman Russes? Plasma Cannon gets a shot on the Baneblade there. It's been slowed by the Las Cannon shot. There we go. Back to full speed, which isn't that fast. Look at this now. The White Power Ranger with some Guardsmen getting a decap. Force Commander's back to his feet. Somehow didn't kill a Recatachan there with a Power Fist hit. Might get a triple cap. The Guardsmen here. They're going to throw a grenade at them probably, but is that going to stop them? Do they care? Oh, they're going to turn and fight. They are going to turn and fight. Got a double cap. Now it's up to the Space Marines to push back. Oh, here goes a turret. You could turn it into a missile turret, and that would help. Land Raider still needs repairs. Whirlwind is there. Did Haidran get a las cannon? Yes, they did. It's facing a strange direction. Doesn't look like we're getting a missile turret. It's a free upgrade these days, I think. Oh, there it is. It is a missile turret. Says it right there, Ingrid. I expected it to be a upgrade in the unit card over there, but I guess not. 129 to 94. Here comes some Ogryns trying to break up those back lines, and everything is retreating now back to the Land Raider. Uh-oh. Scouts going for a decat. That wasn't a good idea. What is this? Is this more Terminators? It is. More Assault Terminators dropped into the back line by Cursecrab, and they help take down a Leman Russ. Missile turret doing its thing now. Seems to be shooting at the ground though. Very strange. What is it shooting at? It's shooting at the Guardsmen. You need to target that thing. The Assault Terminator is taking heinous amounts of damage here. Holy crap. They do teleport away though. Look at the tank line from the Guard. Predators going down, trying to chase things. 99 to 94. They're going to even up the VPs with this 2-to-1 cap. There's an Orbital. Orbitals do huge amounts of damage to vehicles if they can somehow stop them moving. The Leman Russ goes down though. Just the presence of those orbital beams moved it into an unfavorable position. Well done, Space Marines. Pushed back pretty well there. Took out at least 2 Leman Russes. Haidran lost their Whirlwind. The Assault Terminators are looking for a reinforcement. Not getting it right now. The Force Commander went down again. Does the Techmarine have a melter gun? No, they do have their orb though. Rocket run. Oh, it's pretty painful. Yeah, you guys need to retreat. What is the Baneblade doing this close? They're trying to create some space for a cap, I suppose. There's another Baneblade now. For the White Power Ranger. This one is Dark Aces. This is the White Power Ranger. Trying to get close from the orbs, I think. This guy. There it is. Is there something to follow it up though? Completely shuts down the vehicle's movement. You can still rotate, which usually means it shows its rear armor to stuff. Haidran is down to just a Predator tank. Had some tough fights over here. 69 to 94. Said Predator tank is getting a las cannon. Jamona still asking for las cannons. I haven't seen any from Cursecrab. Here we go. The Devastator's on the way. They do have those assault terminators though. And if Jamona can maybe run up and heal the Force Commander, bring him back, that Power Fist would be very useful. Oh, there's a Basilisk Flare from the Lord Commissar. Messing up the range of those devs. Another orbital. Have they spotted it? They have spotted it. Going for a decap is Jamona using advanced healing. Looks like they're going to get it, and they do get it. Orbital, I don't think hit that much stuff, but it did make things shift around. It's a close finish here, 40 to 94. I do see a red team hero on blue team's VP. Doesn't seem to be capping it though. Lord Commissar just standing back there. I don't think he's paying attention to it, the White Power Ranger. They capped it. The Space Marines capped it. What are you doing, fella? He is just hanging out. Got to be decapping that. Obviously looking at this fight instead. 40 to 81. Assault Terminator is pushing back this Leman Russ, but they don't want to chase anymore. Las Cannon's going to get a shot though. It does. Can the Imperial Guard take it back? There is a plasma cannon there. Is it facing the VP though? Kind of. Those spotters somehow survived one hit point on these guys. Really? Grace of the Emperor there. Ogren's getting in. But everything can retreat back to the Land Raider, of course. Ogren's taking a pummeling. And they die. They do die. That was a Hell Fury strike going in. And it did succeed in pushing back the Space Marines, who are now getting a cap. And the Lord Commissar did eventually grab this. He's now smacking up some Tactical Marines. Not sure this is going to help. Las Cannon is not going to be able to shoot the Lord Commissar. Jamona retreating back to HQ there. Maybe so that they can get this VP back. Oh, there's GG anyway. Don't have the time to double cap at the end for the Imperial Guard. That was an awesome fight on this western side. Vehicles on vehicles. They killed at least like 2 or 3 Leman Russes, right? But they just kept on coming. Kept on coming. Maybe they didn't bash power enough. Cursecrab seemed to put all of their eggs in this Terminator-shaped basket. Didn't quite pay off. Losing the squad the first time was really painful. It meant they couldn't supplement them with more stuff afterwards. What did we see with the heroes? I can't select the Techmarine. He must be inside the Leman Russ or something. Oh, the Land Raider, sorry. Apothecary is level 6. Force Commander is level 5. Level 4 Lord General. A level 6 Inquisitor. She was awesome, especially in the mid-game. And a level 4 Lord Commissar. He got that cap at the end, which was vital. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to the players for taking part, and for Impregnable for his organizational skills. I'll see you next time.